Cheers.
That's good.
Lovely. Okay, let's go.
Well, guys, 2 years we haven't had a boat to call our own. 2 years we've been dreaming, planning, waiting.
And now it all comes down to this. We're flying from Australia to Tahiti to take ownership of our new home. Whoa! But there's one problem. We are massively overweight.
Not us. Our luggage.
We paid for 30 kilograms of checked baggage for each of us. We've got 10 kilos in our hand luggage at least as well, but we are still 10 kilos overweight.
Da, 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 da.
We tried to pay online, didn't work, so we had to try and sort it out at the airport, which is always a worry because they always charge you huge premiums.
Okay guys, so we are off. We are heading for the boarding lounge and we are going where?
Tahiti!
Yay, and we're going to Tahiti to collect Lulu, our new boat, and to start a new chapter in the Barefoot Doctor sailing in Tahiti and French Polynesia and all around the South Pacific. So we're really excited, and we were 10 kilos overweight, just for those people that saw all of our luggage. But what happens when you're really nice to people and you get into rapport, somehow it just all works out and you don't get charged for extra baggage.
No, we shifted a few things around, put more stuff in our hand luggage. They let us off with the remaining overweight stuff. So that's amazing, because it would have been $300.
Yeah.
$60 a kilo for the overweight charges.
And that happens to us so often, and I think it's all about just being a really nice person and being kind and considerate and appreciative of anybody that does anything for you, and it always rubs off, and
It does.
9 times out of 10 we get away with things that we probably shouldn't get away with.
So the next barrier is going to be getting into French Polynesia, because they've got very strict rules about quarantine and customs. So we do have medications for the boat. And we have the maximum amount of duty-free allowance, as we understand it.
We do.
And hopefully that is correct, and hopefully our understanding is correct.
This is going to be so exciting.
So, just like that, we're cleared and the first hurdle is over. The next hurdle, customs in Tahiti.
So we were carrying brand new gear,
Speargun.
medical supplies, including injectables for our medical kit.
And we had no idea whether that was going to cause a problem at customs.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
You know, we had painkillers like Panadine Forte, not a huge quantity, but enough for 6 months or 12 months of our boat supplies.
And some.
And of course, this is all worth several $100s. It was really important, not only for the value, but also for us to be able to use when we're sailing.
And to help other people along the way. So things like that on a bad day can get stopped, taxed, or confiscated.
So my heart was in my chest. I really don't like customs. I don't like passport control. It does raise my anxiety level, but we have to do it because that's part of the whole thing. So we
calm
really
ourselves
slowly,
down.
ready to answer the questions with nice, gentle smiles on our faces. They asked a few questions. We answered them as honestly as we could. And they just waved us through. No hassle at all.
Wow. We couldn't believe it. That was another one. Tick. It was almost like someone upstairs was opening the gates each time we went through a boundary. The gate just opened.
Like Yoda with word insertion. You will say this, you will say that. So we got through 90 kilos of baggage altogether. Just amazing.
Yeah.
This poor boat is going to be way down with all of somebody's gear.
Yeah.
And quite a lot of tools.
So the next day, it was time to have a test sail on Lulu.
Oh my goodness, guys. Where are we, honey?
We're at the Tahiti Marina going for our first ever sail on our new Nautitech 40. Whoa.
It's quite nerve-wracking, actually. I'm really excited. I'm filled with anticipation.
A little bit nervous.
A little bit nervous, and
It's going to be like, how's it going to work? Is it going to be up to our expectations?
I know, it's all become very real right now. We flew in last night. We're pretty tired, but so worth to get up and drag ourselves out to the marina. So here we are. We're going to have a sail, learn the ropes. Are you ready? No, are you ready?
Dunno!
Let's do it. He's coming down to get us. We just called him. He's coming down.
So we'd never sailed this boat before. We didn't know how she was going to perform. It was really, really light winds. But as we were walking down the dock, our hearts were in our throats. We were really, really quite nervous. But so excited,
Yeah,
weren't we?
and we really wanted to see how she performed, but
Yeah.
also we wanted to know how all the things worked so that we could get it right first time. So we went out, light wind, 6 to 8 knots, so not particularly exciting from the sailing perspective, but we got to see her on the water performing, and it was wonderful.
Yes, and we learned how the Code Zero worked, we learned how the main was put up, and all those kind of intricate things that every boat has their own personality and has their own ways of doing it.
And also the systems, it's a PNG system, I've never used that before, so we had to get our heads around how that worked. I'm still getting my head around it, but it's a work in progress. Also the water maker, the electrics, and all the little things you need to know where they are and how to work them.
So, the sale was over, we were happy with what we saw. It was a public holiday, but fortunately the decathlon was open and also the supermarkets were open, so we got the opportunity to
go.
start shopping.
Elizabeth loves shopping! And Elizabeth had a list. What a surprise. And it was a huge list, wasn't it?
Well, it was, because it's difficult. You either bring the stuff from Australia and
we
pay
were-
the weight, or you pull the pin and you buy it here. So it's kind of,
6 or half a dozen.
yeah.
So even though this was a public holiday, we hit every store that we could and we filled the car.
Fish be warned, I'm on my way.
So we've got 2 noodles. Weights for Elizabeth to do her exercises. A pair of fairly long fins for each of us. Running and walking shoes.
Reef shoes, 1 pair for each of us. Diving gloves.
Sun shirts with hoodies. And thermals for both of us. Tops and bottoms for when it gets cold.
Microfiber towels. And Elizabeth needs more bikinis.
These are weights for putting around your legs.
Ankle weights
and
and wrist weights.
Probably use them for diving as well.
Probably. How much did that cost?
$700 altogether.
So we haven't finished provisioning, but the next day is hand over the keys day. It's the day that every sailor waits for, the final frontier of getting their boat. It's the most exciting of the whole experience.
So what are we doing?
Oh my goodness, this morning, today is the day that we take over, get the keys to our beautiful Lulu. The Nautitech 40, although it's been quite a whirlwind, we are here in Tahiti, ready to get the keys. The broker's meeting us down here in about 2 minutes, and the boat is just behind us, so in a few minutes, we will be the proud owners of a boat.
A few little legal practicalities to
Oh,
sort
yeah,
out,
yeah, but apart from that.
but we will have the keys and we can stay on her. Woohoo!
First night sleep on her tonight.
And finally, we are walking down the dock and we are on our way to get our boat. Ah! Oh my goodness, wow. Finally. Gosh, it's been such a whirlwind. Da-da-da. The tricks. Gotta learn all the tricks. We're in, guys. We have the key. Thank you so much to our lovely broker, Nikki, for lining everything up. It's been awesome. And the next stage is just checking everything's okay. And
Going sailing.
yeah, so, well, go shopping first. So that's it, guys, the
We'll
process.
do a tour of the boat
Yeah.
very shortly, but
So-
we've got to do some practicalities
Hang in there.
with the legalities of
Yeah,
it.
so that's
Okay.
it for now.
These aren't just keys.
These are our freedoms.
Whoa!
Ah!
And they're everything we've been working towards. Finally here! Whoa!
So we finally get the keys in our hot little hand, but just when you think it's safe, ooh, there's a problem.
Yeah, these processes are never smooth sailing and immediate gratification. We've paid for the boat in full last week, but because of the public holiday on Monday, all the processes have been delayed and the banks haven't been open to be able to release the lease of the boat.
Surprise, surprise.
So we can't get the ownership papers or the deed of sale until the bank releases that document to previous owner and he then writes the deed of sale to us. So we are just trapped again. Although only for a short time, we expect, before we can actually sail away. And without these papers, we can't actually leave the harbour.
We're like two little kids. Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Come on, come on. Oh, the bank.
The bureaucracy is like, seriously. But anyway, here we are. But But in the meantime, we've managed to provision, we've managed to make this place our home and get the niceties and the little things that we like that to put our stamp on it, so she feels like our home.
Yeah, we have done so many trips to the supermarkets, the provision for the next 3 months or so.
I know, my shoulder's really sore. I wish I knew a good doctor.
Yeah, very hard to find a really good
and
doctor.
My back and my neck.
The little car we've hired, it's been filled to the brim so many times, and we've delivered all that stuff to the boat. 1 or 2 more things to get before we go. So we are hoping to leave tomorrow. Fingers crossed for the deed of sale.
We've got the keys, but not quite the freedom yet.
But we are still hopeful.
I like to think of us as not trapped, but just delayed a little bit.
That's right.
Delayed again.
Delayed again.
So we're here in gorgeous Tahiti. The sailing is just out there, the crystal clear blue water and everything wonderful that you dream about.
And
it's just there.
And Elizabeth's been shopping for pearls. And how many did you buy?
Well, they weren't for me. They have really great pearls here. They're grown here and they're super, super cheap. And I have done a little bit of shopping for pearls because he said, "You've bought a frig of a lot of pearls." And I said, "That's because I have a frig of a lot of friends." 10 pearl rings and two pairs of earrings. For starters, I have, 3 sisters and I have 3 besties. And I have actually 4 besties and daughter-in-laws, and anyway. So,
oh my goodness, what a problem we have.
Yeah.
But the good thing about jewellery is it's very light and you can carry it very easily back to wherever you're going.
Look at the size of these. And they were very, very affordable. What I tried to get the last time we were here, but everything was closed.
It's a public holiday.
Are these? Look at these beautiful pearl rings.
Hold.
How's that?
One happy girl.
Beautiful. Precious. So while we wait, join us next week as we turn Lulu into our beautiful new home.
And find out if finally we can set sail in French Polynesia.
Don't miss out, guys. Like, subscribe, and ding the notification bell because we have so much coming up and you don't miss out.
All the best.
Bye from us.
And as always, a big thanks to our Patreons who support the Tough Minds program, which is continuing to make a big difference and save lives around the world every single day.
So, we'll see you in next week's video. Bye from us.
And find out about our home and the next...
What?